Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So today we are going to look into the branching, right? So till now, if you see, we have been working on the one branch that is called as the master. In remote also, we have one master, and in local also, we have only one branch called master. Okay. But in real time, when you go to the any organization and you start working, you will see there will be the multiple branches on which different people will be working, right? So let's say you are developing a certain feature or you are automating a certain feature, so you will check out a branch with that feature name, right? Suppose you are automating for the login feature, so you will create a branch with the login, right? Login branch, and there all your code will be there, okay, inside that login branch. And then when you are done with your code changes, you will push that to the remote repository. In remote repository, along with the master repository, we will be able to see that login branch also. And then if you want your code to be merged with the master, you can raise a PR, right? So what is that PR? PR is nothing but the pull request. So you are saying, so whatever code changes I have did in my feature branch login branch, I want those code to be part of the master branch. So we raise a PR, and if everything looks good, the reviewer, they will review the PR process and they will approve the PR. Upon approval of the PR, the code will get merged with the master branch. Okay, this is the entire process in the real time, how exactly people work, right? So now, since we have been working with the master branch all this time, so we'll try to create a new branch and we'll try to work with it. Okay, so how to create a new branch? Okay, so this is my local. If you go and see here, here also you can see. Okay, let me expand, make it big. So if you see in the git log, there are two things. One is the local, one is the remote. Okay, so inside the local I have only master branch, and in the remote I have the master branch also. Okay, and now I'm going to create a new branch. So let's create a new branch. Okay, so I'm saying my branch name is feature slash login. Okay, so that means I'm creating a new feature branch with the name login. The name of the branch is feature slash login. You can have any name, whatever the naming convention for the branch you are following, right? So I'm saying feature slash login. So let it be feature slash login. And there is an option to check out the branch. Check out branch means I'll create a branch and I'll move to that branch. So now where am I? I'm in the master branch. So I'm creating a branch called feature slash login branch and I'm moving to that branch. So let's create. Okay. So now if you see, there is feature and there is login, right? If no feature slash login, if you create a direct login, so let's create a direct login also. Okay. So new branch. I just want to show you the difference. Let's say logout branch, okay, and checkout. If I create, we'll see we have logout branch. See, logout and master both are on the same level. Within the feature, we have login. Okay, right? So yeah. So let's do one thing. So we can do one thing. Instead of having all these branches, nothing here, right? Okay. So we can delete a branch also. Okay. So logout master feature. Okay. So here login. Here I can go and say delete. So when I say delete, the branch will get deleted. Okay, so if you see, we don't have the logout branch anymore. A login branch features less login, so we have only logout branch. Okay, so whatever the naming convention you guys are following in your organization, accordingly you need to create your branch. So let's say I'm creating a simple logout branch only. Okay, so master and logout, two branches are there. So you will just rename it to something, let's say user registration. Okay, this is how we can rename the branch, right? So how to rename the branch? You right click on it and say rename. Right click on see rename, say rename, right? So this is how you can rename the branch. Okay, So now we currently, if you see which branch we are in the user registration branch, because we said check out new branch, create a new branch and check out to it. What do you mean by check out? Checking out means we are moving to that branch. So now the new branch is going to get created and I'm in that branch. So what is the content of this branch? User registration. Okay. So if you see, the content of the user registration branch is exactly same as from which this branch got created. So we created this branch from the master branch only, right? So what is the content in the master branch? You will see exactly the same content in the user registration branch. How to understand in which branch you are currently? So you have to look here, right? So if you see, this is the user registration branch. Okay. And user registration branch, if you see here, it has the same commits. If you go here and see, so see the values that will display here: head, user registration, master, origin slash master. That means the head is pointing here, user registration branch is also pointing here, master branch is also pointing here, and remote origin master is also pointing here. Okay. So all the branches are having the same commits here. Okay. So now we understood how to create a branch, how to check out to that branch, and how to rename a branch, how to delete a branch. We saw all of them, right? So here also I can show you. So suppose user registration branch is currently there, right? If you want to check out, you can see here is local master. Okay. So you can create, you can go and say checkout. Okay. So when you say checkout, you are moving to the master branch now. Okay. This is your master branch. You can see here it is master branch. If you want to move to the user registration, you say checkout. Okay. So now this is how you will switch to the different branches. Okay. So let's say we are in the user registration. Let's do some changes over here. So let's say first commit in user registration branch. Something I'm saying. Okay. This is the first commit in registration branch. Okay. So first commit in the user registration branch, I will just simply go and commit these changes, git and say commit. So yeah, let's say I'm saying this is my first commit in user registration branch. Okay. 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 So let's do the commit. If you see here, the new line that got added is showing over here. So let's say commit. So now this is my new branch. On that new branch, the head and that branch both are pointing to this new commit. Okay. So this is the new commit that I have on the head and user registration branch. And then what we'll do here. Okay. So we created a new branch and we added this new line of the code, or whatever code changes is there. In real time, you will be writing a few lines of the code. Okay. And after this, we are going to push it to the remote repository, right? That is our intent, right? I cut out a branch from the master. So and I want to do a feature development. I developed that feature. So whatever the feature I have developed, and I want to, after that commit is done, I want to push that into the remote repository. So we'll say git and push. Okay. So here if you see, right here if you see, can you see origin colon user registration? So user registration to origin colon user registration. So that means we are from our local user registration branch pushing to the remote user registration branch. Okay, which is a new branch. In the remote we don't have the user registration. I can quickly go and show you. We don't have any user registration branch over there. Let's see. So if you go to our git IntelliJ IDEA integration, you see there is only one branch is master. View all branches, only one branch is there, master, right? Master branch is there. So there are no other branches as of now. So we are going to push these changes to this master. So let's say from user origin local to origin user registration. So I'll say push. So it's saying pushing. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, so now you see pushed user registration to new branch origin slash user registration. So let's go to the remote and verify what happened here. Go to code, you just have to refresh. Okay, see, can you see user registration had recent pushes less than a minute ago, and here if you see two branches. Okay, right now the master branch is selected, but it is showing we have two branches over here. Okay, so if you click and see here, you can see the user registration. So let's understand few things. So now you created a new branch in your local that is called as the user registration, and you did your own script there, right? Whatever script you wanted to develop, you developed there. And now whatever the changes are there, you just push that into the remote repository. So a new branch with the same name, whatever you have in the local, got created in the remote repository. So now let's see what is the code content here. So let's go and see the user registration. If you go to the user registration and open the file over here, main.java, you can see the same change, right? The first commit in user registration branch, that is the code changes you made, right, in your feature branch or the new branch, that will be also part of the changes in the remote repository, right? When you push that branch to the remote repository, exactly what was there in your local, those copies are carried to the remote repository. The same thing is will be there. If you see here, so this is the new thing you have added, right? And this line is also there in the remote repository, that branch, user registration branch. So let's go and see what happened to the master branch. So if you go to the master branch, right, if you see here, right, the master branch is still pointing to the older commit. Okay, so here if you see master origin slash master, both of them are referring to the older commit, right? Let's go to the check out the master branch, local master checkout. Okay, because this is the overridden, that's why it is showing to do the smart checkout, or we need to resolve it. Okay, so now if you see in the master branch, we have till this, right, till this. Let's go to the remote and verify. We'll see that. Go to the master branch. See, master branch is list impacted, right, because we created a new branch, right, and in that new branch we added some code, and we pushed that code into the remote repository. So there nowhere the master branch was there in the picture. The master branch was initially in the picture when we checked out a branch from the master, so that the whatever the content of the master branch was there, that got carried to the new branch that got created. After that, master branch was not at all in the picture. So now if you see in the remote, there are two branches, one is the master branch and one is the user registration branch, and they have different code base, right? So if you see the feature branch or the user registration branch, it has, right, it has a new code change which is not part of your master branch. If you see here, this last line will not be there. So how do we take those changes from the one of the feature branch to the master branch? That will be done with the help of the pull request. Okay, that we'll see in the next class. So okay, so if you guys are really enjoying the sessions, I would request you to subscribe to my channel and share the video with your friends. And tomorrow we'll be continuing on the PR processes. Okay, thank you.